In the heart of our great nation, where the strength of our communities is built upon the foundation of strong and loving families, an urgent crisis is unfolding. Child Protective Services, CPS, an institution designed to safeguard our most vulnerable, has in many cases betrayed its noble mission. Too often, families are torn apart not by neglect or abuse, but by systemic failures and corruption. We can no longer stand idly by as these injustices continue. We are here to give a voice to those who have been isolated, to shine a light on the corruption, and to rally our fellow citizens in this critical fight for justice. Every day, countless families are caught in a web of bureaucracy and abuse of power, their lives disrupted and their bonds shattered. Children, who should be nurtured and protected, are instead placed in situations that can be just as, if not more, harmful than the circumstances from which they were taken. Parents, often bewildered and powerless, face insurmountable odds as they fight to reunite with their children. This is not the America we believe in. We cannot allow these injustices to persist. Our mission is to educate, to inform, and to inspire action. We promise to bring you daily updates on CPS, exposing the truth and fighting for reform. We must remember that the future of our nation depends on the strength and unity of our families. By standing together, we can hold CPS accountable and ensure that it fulfills its true purpose, protecting children and preserving families. This is a fight we must not and will not lose. We are committed to saving our families and securing a brighter future for all. The road ahead is challenging, but with your support, we can make a difference. Together, we will bring hope to those who have lost it and ensure that justice prevails. Let us unite with unwavering resolve and a sense of patriotic duty to safeguard the integrity of our families and the future of our nation.
In the United States, CPS makes upwards of $3 billion per day on trafficking and selling our children. The corruption may start with the caseworker, but goes through the judicial system, passing the governor through the Senate and into the White House. The entire system has a hand in the business known as CPS.
Our children are stolen every minute of a 24-hour day. They are being robbed of their innocence, their trust, their happiness. As parents, we are isolated and betrayed by a government we trust. States are balancing budgets on kids' lives. Only 12% of the kids taken will be reunified. Title IV funding is being riveted with fraud.
We need to stop CPS and abolish CPUFist.com is leading the way. Join us.
Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night, and we are CPS Victims Hunting for Justice, Friday edition. I got Mr. Herbert in the back with me. He's going to join me tonight. Tonight is Darren's night off from the show, so I will be running the show tonight. So let's get Mr. Herbert out here. Mr. Herbert.
Hey,
how you doing, Mr. Herbert?
Okay, then just hold on a second. Oh, wait, hold on a second then.
Herbert's busy at the moment, guys. Miss Nuzzo, how are you? I know who it is. Hi, Love Bug. How are you?
Okay, Vinny.
Love
How
Bug,
you
we
doing,
really
Vinny?
need some help. What kind of help do you need? I'm doing all right, Herbert. How about yourself? I don't know why this ain't done right. There we go. What's up, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You get that stuff I sent you earlier about me sending
I
stuff
did. I was actually
to
I was
comments to
actually in
Trump?
there commenting earlier. I saw your
Good for
comments in
you.
there.
I sent a whole lot of comments. I did a whole page.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I did I did an entire page, and I got a feeling we should tell our viewers to do that,
To reach out.
because then dominate we could dominate the entire page when he's on talking.
Right.
Somebody has to get to when we do it that way, people are reading that. Somebody has to. And
One
I'm
way or
also
another,
thinking,
it has to.
so
Yep.
you go on there, you could also
Yep.
advertise and tell people about the show. There are people all over the United States that are going to be watching all those comments, and they'll respond.
Yes, they are.
See, I didn't think
Yep.
about talking about the show. I didn't even say to watch on the show, but I just realized that's an avenue we can use. That's a very good avenue, because Donald's going to be on again talking about something, and it's going to be live. That was live.
So
That was
guess
like
what I
on the
got
spot
today?
live. And what did you get today?
Look at this shit.
You know, I can't see that with my phone. Please tell me.
I got my file today.
I see a paper. Oh, you got your file. Oh, okay. Okay. And were you pleased or content with what you saw in the file?
I've gone only through a little bit of it, and I can tell you what, I'm not at all impressed with the first bit of it. And I'm trying to find the one part of the file that I'm looking for, because when I do find it, I'm going to shove it down the bar associate's fucking face.
Okay.
Since they wanted to deny my complaint.
Okay.
One second, I'm checking a message. Just
Okay.
How is everyone else tonight? And Lovebug, what kind of help are you looking for? We kind of got to know what kind of help you're looking for to be able to answer your questions. Don't mind me. I'm having my my little treat. So yeah, I got my file today, so I'll be having fun going through that big gummy thing. Oop, lost Herbert. But did you guys see that? Did you see how big that was? Like, look at that. 3 thick. That's 1. This is 2, and this is 3. I'm trying to reunify with my children. Are you working with CPS? Are you working reunification? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I have yet to see any parent actually reunify through CPS.
Very few.
Very, very few.
It's usually the drug heads that get their kids back.
I mean, it can happen, but
If you have a good fucking caseworker, not a company. It's not a bad one.
even Herbert would tell you, love bug, we barely ever see reunification done with CPS.
Yeah. That's very true. Very rare. The closest I've seen to that would be where the child was given to a family member and it was decided that the parents can have the kid back, but I've never seen it given to total stranger and then they get the kid back. I haven't heard of that.
You
Have you?
kind of got to give us a little bit of information, love bug, so we can understand here.
Can the bug come on the show? Come on the show, Vinny?
I don't know if she can or not. Love bug, can you come on the show if you got a link?
Because it'd be a lot easier if she talked to us. She doesn't have to show her face if she don't want. And it'd be easier than typing.
Well, you could be very cooperative with them, love bug, but I can send you a link. I can put
Pretty cooperative.
She wants to know how to come on. She wants to know how, if you do I call? How do I? She wants to know how to get on. So
I'm
you
about
have to
to take
explain
care
to
of
her.
that. All right, so I'm gonna send a link in the chat. You click on it. You allow access to your cam if you want a cam, and you allow access to the mic. There's the link. You can use it on your phone or you can use it in your laptop. Either way you want to do it. A lot of people use their phone when they're on the show. I'm using a tablet, so that way we can kind of get a better understanding of your case a little bit and what you're going through.
So what's the weather like? You have a lot of snow?
Yeah, we got quite a bit. And we got more coming Sunday.
Tomorrow night is Sunday.
Mm.
Last I knew.
Tomorrow night into Sunday. So I'll be busy plowing again.
Yep. 5 to 8 inches of snow accumulation expected.
She said 5 to 8 inches of snow accumulation. Do you get drifts sometimes?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Wow, that's bad. Drifts could take it up to 12 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, the weather up here is kind of crappy right now.
Well, the snow is not supposed to start as of right now until 10 p.m. tomorrow.
10 p.m. tomorrow night?
Yeah.
It's supposed to
Okay.
end by 10 a.m.
Supposed to end by 10 a.m.
I hear everything she's saying, Vinny. So and it's supposed to end at 10 a.m. Okay. Did
And
they
then
give any idea of what accumulation, how many inches they expect?
5 to 10.
Oh, 5 to 10 inches.
Yep,
So
depending on
5
where
to
you
10
are.
inches, 5 to 10 inches with drifts could go up to, it could double that. Or it could go up another 5 feet. I mean, another 5 inches rather. Another 5 inches or more.
Love Bug, are you able to get on with that link? Hopefully, maybe.
On Thursday, it says another 5 to 8 inches. Some point in time, but that was.
So next Thursday, it's gonna be another 5 to 8 inches. You said.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't say when though.
Welcome to the world.
It didn't say when. Okay. It just said next Thursday.
Mhm.
All right, so I got to get this out to all of you guys. Don't forget, the 14th is right around the corner. Valentine's Day. We're going to be doing the video to Mr. Trump. So make sure you have your questions that you want him to answer either sent in to cpsvhuntingjustice@gmail.com, or if you're part of the staff, let Darren know, or let some of us know, because I do believe that we are going to try to get everyone on as much as we can to have their questions answered. So hopefully we can reach out and get this video out to him, and we're going to have the chat open so that way he sees what's going on in the chat. But just keep it in the back of your mind, on the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, we're doing a special show dedicated to Mr. Trump. So any news on your side of the CPS world, Herbert?
No, I've just been watching, trying to work on getting a what do you call it? Not an attorney. It's a
I think we got our guest.
legal.
Oh shoot.
She's on.
Yep.
I'm trying to get a paralegal that works in a court. I'm trying to get a paralegal that works in a courtroom. CPS. I'm working on that.
Oh, we lost her. She was there and then poof.
Oh. Well, Love Bug tried it again. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get a paralegal who works in a courtroom with CPS issues to come on.
On the show?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah.
Nice.
And that
That'd be
person could give
interesting
us,
if you could.
well, that person could give us some insights to such things as what's considered a parent, legal parent, Disney World parent, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But of course, we can't beat them up. We could just, ask questions and listen.
Well, and that's what we normally do, is we ask questions and find out what they got to say, and that's the way we do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to convince the person.
I actually just got the dates from Dr. Griffin when she's going to be able to do her shows. She's going to do a show with us once a month.
All right.
So that would be awesome to actually have her doing a show with us.
That'd be great.
I think so. Oh, there she is. All right, Christina. I actually just got the date from Dr. Griffin. Are you there?
I'm here.
She's going to do a show with us once a month.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, there she goes again.
You're there. We can hear you.
She's gone again.
She's good.
Mr. Christopher, how are you? I'm here for the research comments. You're awesome.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
How's Florida? How's Florida, Christopher? Is it
Hopefully we
warm,
can get her to
cold?
come back. Sounds like she was busy in the background over there. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard
Try it
you were I could hear your
Okay,
voice
there
in
we
her
go.
background.
There we
Okay,
go.
good.
Hello,
We
Miss
see
Christina.
you.
Yeah, I look terrible. I wanted to look nice when I came on y'all show.
You're
Don't
doing
even worry
fine.
about it. It's all good.
You're doing fine.
Okay. Okay, so can I? Oh, it's like this. I don't want to interrupt y'all talking. That's why. Okay, I'm trying to turn the TV down. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Oh
Yep, we
wow!
can
Oh
hear
my
you.
God! I'm
We can hear you. It's just that you gotta turn down the
yeah, I'm
background
trying to
music, the
turn my
background
I'm
sound.
turn my TV down.
Okay.
Okay. So
You're doing fine.
okay, let me cut this down. So I need help because my where should I start from?
Start from the
From
beginning. I
the,
mean,
from the beginning.
Okay. Here you go. I'm turning the TV down. Okay, so
Okay.
my
What it
children.
is, you gotta turn that down because it's very loud. The background. It's like
Yeah,
repeating everything we're
I'm
saying.
doing it. I'm doing it right now. I feel like really my kids getting
If you want
old.
to hear this show, we can
Okay.
send it to you.
I'm muting it. There you go. Okay. All right. So is that better?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. So about maybe it's been about maybe 2.5 years. I was assaulted. I was sexually assaulted. I was during that time, they put me in a crime victim shelter, and they put me around a not so good area in DC under police protection. During this time, I signed a 2-year lease. DC Dash was helping me like just try to stay safe with my children, and
Uh, uh,
the apartment we were in kept backing up. The septic tank kept backing up into my apartment the whole time I was pregnant. And when we moved in, like none of the appliances worked. Like I kept documentation of everything, but um basically I was trying to keep me and my children safe. When I was assaulted, the gang that did it said that they would kill my children if I said anything, along with killing me. So anyway, during this time I'm around 37th Street, which happens to be one of the most dangerous streets in DC, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods under police protection. And uh it constantly flooded. I think I have a bag of like this thick of all of my trouble tickets trying to get stuff fixed in the house and stuff. I mean, the flooding, it was coming in the closets. I mean, it's just something like if I showed you the video, the water is up to my knees, but it's fecal matter from the building. Um, so half the first year we toughed it out, but like the second year I couldn't deal with it. But I was trying to get out of my lease. I eventually found us a new place, but during my calls and different writing to the mayor and writing all these different organizations, CPS came out. The man that property manager called CPS on me, and he was a slumlord. He was one of them type, like, if you want something done, then you have to do something for him. And I'm not like, I'm sorry, y'all. Especially just being sexually assaulted, that just wasn't, it didn't sit right with me. So, the CPS social worker that came out just so happens to be somebody I used to go to church with, and I tried to contact them. I'm not trying to escape, whatever y'all want to investigate, but I just don't want it to be somebody that I've had a past with, especially a church that I left because of it was like it was a lot of stuff that happened in the church. Okay, so like my pastor ended up marrying a man, and then we started getting bomb threats, and then it was just a lot going on. It was in the newspaper and stuff, so it was just a
Sounds
lot.
like a
So,
conflict of interest on the caseworker's behalf.
huh?
Sounds like you said that the caseworker was in the same church as you. That's a conflict of
Yes,
interest right there.
yes, and so I tried to get out of the situation, but um, they, I couldn't get rid of this lady. When I tell you, like, she hunted she hunt, like it was almost like she really, like, she was hunting. She was just trying to find things. Like, I have a video of her like dragging trash, putting it in front of my door, trying to say I was a hoarder. I mean, it was just so many different things. And like she lied and made up stuff saying that my daughter was drawing penises at school, but she couldn't even write numbers or letters yet. And I was homeschooling them. I homeschooled them while we were under the police, protection thing. I was certified as a homeschool teacher. So all of a sudden it's like all these things that like it just became a nightmare. Um, it became a nightmare. My kid's father died, my mother died, and my grandmother, they all died back to back in like last December. And then like right after that is when they came and they took my kids, and the lady said it was educational neglect, but my little girl missed one day of school when I enrolled her in school. Then she said that my house was deplorable, the old place, but we had been out of there for 5 months, and it was. I mean, we didn't even have any furniture in that place, so we weren't staying there because everything got destroyed. It was nasty. Like, this is septic tank water and bow. So I was just trying to get some help, and they tried to use everything against me, even though we weren't living there any longer. Um, and it seems like everybody is working on the same team. The lawyer that they gave me, because when I told them I was gonna hire a private investigator, my lawyer was like, "Why? No, don't do that, please." She said, "Please don't expose the judge and the social worker because they can make it so that you can't get your children back." During this time, since my kids have been gone, they didn't allow them to go with any family members or friends or anything. Then my kids first got burnt in the foster home by cigarettes. The people were burning them with cigarettes and stuff. And then they tried to change it and say that it was bug bites. Like, literally, like they have like I just never seen nothing like it where they can go and change stuff. Like, how do you do this? It's crazy. My daughter
May I ask how
has
old
been
your kids are?
6, and my little boy just turned 3.
Yeah, that's why.
And
They go after
yeah.
the younger kids because they're easy to program.
Mm-hmm. But my daughter is still telling them that she wants to come home, and she's been reporting like the different abuse that has been happening to her to the social worker. And when I reported it and been taking pictures of the everything, it was a meeting, and my lawyer asked them to explain what happened, and they told me that if I see something, don't say nothing. That Which is crazy. If and they said that it's my fault that that these things happen to my kids, and that now my children are separated in different homes, and am I happy with that? Like, I mean, it was like they tried to silence me, in the meeting. They told me like I can't say anything, that and then they canceled like my visits. Um and then like keep on progressing. My daughter is showing signs of sexual abuse. Like, and they're trying to tell me that it's diaper rash, but she doesn't wear a diaper. She's 6. Um, I mean, it's a lot going on, and
Um,
I
Miss
I
Christine,
honestly don't. Huh?
have you requested the records from the department?
No,
You need to.
no.
You need to do what's called a FOIA.
Okay, let me write this down.
It's a motion you put in to DHS requesting the entire record.
Okay, you said a FOIA.
FOIA. Yep.
Okay.
Because it sounds to me like you have one hell of a lawsuit against these people.
Yeah.
And not just them, your landlord, and everyone else
Mm-hmm.
that was connected to your case, because it seems like they've just stomped all over your rights completely.
Yes, they have. And the thing is, I kept proof of everything. Like I have so much evidence, but it's like I never got to show anybody. It's like they skip over me. They kept skipping over me when it was time for court. And
Um, I can you
So
reach
in other
out
words,
to?
you would go to court and they would not listen to you.
no, like the last two court dates, it was like I had to go into, okay, so my last court, I went into because everything is virtual. I went into the court and actually demanded to be in front of the judge, and he listened somewhat. This is a new judge, but the second time that I came before him, and he actually seemed like he was listening. Like when I told him about the certain things, he seemed like he was taking it seriously. And then they noted that the department, which they call itself, has not been taking care of my children's health. I actually got them to notate that, but um, I don't even understand why they're not with me. Like honestly, it just doesn't make sense, and that's why it's almost like a nightmare because I'm trying to figure out what I
Well,
did wrong.
when I took your kids, were you at the old place that was all messed up, or did you get to your new place?
I was in my new place.
Okay, but they're writing the paperwork up saying it's deplorable the way the other place was.
Yes, they say that, but it wasn't even no furnishing. It was just like some stuff we had like in the room that didn't flood, but it was coming in through the window wells too, because it was a septic tank in the window well too. I was in the bottom unit that used to be a laundry room.
Yeah, but put that to the side because you said you already moved and you had the
Yeah, I
kids
had
with
been
you
gone
when
from
you
there
moved to
for
the new
months.
place. Yeah. So
Yes.
did they evaluate? Did they come in and say take a look at your new place?
Yeah, and then the social worker, the one that I was just telling you about, she said that I wasn't letting her in, which wasn't true. She had been to my place a lot. Like she had even searched and brought like a lot of people to search through my house like it was a police search. Like um yeah, they had been to my new place. So that's why I feel like a
Okay.
lot of stuff that was done that it can't be legal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely
something
not
is wrong with
legal.
that picture. Something's wrong with
It
that picture.
is.
Forget about
And
the
I just
old
need
place. It's the
I
new
just need
place. They've
somebody to
already
see
been
my
in. They
stuff.
took a look at the new place. The new place is acceptable to you, and you feel it's acceptable for your kids, but they're writing it up as if they were at the old place.
Everyone has wrote that the new place was beautiful, but it, it just got written up like not, it wasn't written up when it was supposed to be. I
Yeah.
don't know, but this it's just like
Um, Miss Christine, can you reach out to us at CPSV huntingjustice at gmail.com?
yes,
Um, I want to see if we can get you someone in our advocacy department and see if they can get you some help with your case, because it seems like your attorney doesn't want to help you, doesn't want to do his job, and we have
yeah,
people in our team that could help you make him do his job.
yes, that
Well,
would be
I'll tell
so
you one
great.
thing from what she said. It sounds like her attorney wants her to keep quiet and not rock the boat and cause
Yep,
any
right.
problems.
Well,
That's what I'm hearing.
Christine, if you look down below, Christopher Naylor put the Freedom of Information Act, which is the FOIA. If you look that up, it will tell you what you have access to.
Okay, the Freedom of Information Act.
Yep.
Okay, Information Act. Yeah.
Christopher, who do you know in Washington, D.C. that may be able to be of assistance to her? Also, Vinny, I think we should try to get in touch with Kim. Kim could be a very good help to her too.
Yeah, but Kim works a lot now,
And,
so it's kind of hard to get a hold of
okay.
Kim.
And what about Tiff?
Um, I mean, if Tiff was around, it's her weekend off. They don't come back until Monday now.
Oh
Um,
no, I'm not talking about this second. I'm talking about, I'm talking about Kim. I'm talking about Tiff. People that could reach out to her at some point in time. Could be sometime next week.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I
Like Christy just said,
we
you also have
appreciate it.
access to your discovery.
Discovery. So how do I get this stuff? I just
There's a group called. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that, Christy. Thank you for reminding me. There's there's a group on Facebook, the Family Forward in Washington D.C.
okay.
Yeah.
Washington. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what like I need to help my kids and it's just for like
Yeah,
oh
it sounds
man.
like there's a lot of things that are way out of place in your case, especially where your kids are being abused.
Yes.
Christy says that she can help her too.
Family
You
forward.
see that,
I
Vinny?
appre-
Christy said I can help her
Yep.
too.
Yep.
So we have to figure out how we can get them together.
I
I'm
think
sure Christy
my
could figure
number.
that out.
Okay.
I really appreciate you guys.
We have a big team on here. We go live every single night. We have daytime shows. We have Unmasking Foster Care. Um, we have the Tiff and Punisher show. We have Gunning for CPS with our buddy Gunner. Um, we have Turn the Page with Kim Page. And we have my show, which is CPS Talk with Vinny. And I'm also the co-manager of the show.
That's a lot. Okay.
And our main
Yeah.
host is Darren, who is under CPSV Hunting Justice at gmail.com. It happens to be his night off tonight. I'm sure he'll watch this in the morning because he always rewatches every show. So if you want to leave us your email or reach out to
Yeah.
him through email um, and
Okay.
discuss your case a little bit with him, he might be able to help you as well. He's really good with certain things.
Okay, yeah,
And
yes.
I am
And
the
Herbert
police.
over there, Herbert's our police expert. Matter of
Okay.
fact, we let's tease Herbert a little bit. This is Herbert right here.
Okay.
So I can give you information about law enforcement in terms of if they're doing the right thing, not doing the right thing, or how to circumvent yourself around them.
Yes, I appreciate that. I'm trying to do as much as I can.
But
Oh
your
man.
situation doesn't sound so much police as it sounds CPS with the
Yeah,
corruption of CPS.
it sounds like you dealt more with CPS than you have the police.
Yeah, I haven't dealt with the police like only one detective. But I didn't even get to like she just asked me some questions and she told me that she she knew that the social worker was being untruthful because the lady tried to say that I molested my daughter and she said she knew that it was a lie and that he asked me when were my kids coming back and I said I guess we were waiting for whatever outcome, so she said she recommended they come home as soon as possible, but like it's like they still holding on to my kids. Like I don't know. And that was just something that the lady just threw out there because she had no nothing. Like
It's
it's
it,
not like
it's it's
mm,
because the longer they can keep your kids in the system, the more money
mm-hmm.
they can collect off of you.
Yeah, because
Because
when they said I
I'm
had to
sure
do
they have a
classes,
reunification plan with you, right?
huh?
Do they have a reunification plan with you?
Yeah, my children
They're
supposed
making
to.
money off of that reunification plan that you signed.
Okay. Wow.
What do you understand? What do you understand about the unification agreement? What you signed something? What did you understand you signed? What is it that you signed, and what is it that you understand about what you signed?
I'm confused because what I signed when we had court uh was not what I saw later. Like it literally said that she said that I had to sign the paper, my lawyer saying that okay, uh that my old place was not in good condition, but my new place is good. Like I don't know, it was I really felt really slow and dumb because that's not what I signed. That's not what I saw. When I what I signed was like a few little words. It was nothing like what they say it was like deplorable um and
Sounds
everything.
like they
But
had you sign a safety plan.
yeah, it was a safety
So if
plan, but
you
I
signed a safety plan, that safety plan only has a expiration date of 30 days.
okay.
It's not a contract.
Okay.
It's not binding. A binding would be your binding would be your paperwork for reunification, and if you had a hearing on reunification where you had a family team meeting and they had you sign the paperwork for a reunification plan, that's
Okay.
a contract.
Okay. Right. I don't okay. Like they said it was a reunification, but I'm sorry. I really feel so lost because like I don't know. I really feel lost. Oh
You're
man.
gonna have to request your file and see what's in it, and then match it to the evidence that you have against them.
Okay. And I requested at DHS, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure that Christy or the rest of us, Herbert, or even Tiffany or Kim, and or our friend Amy when she is on, we're all capable of writing stuff like that up. So if you really need help and information to know how to go about it the right way, how to put the FOIA request in the right way, we could all answer that because we
Yeah.
all have had to do it. I mean, I myself have lost my kids. I haven't seen my kids in almost 2 years now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying when you sign a reunification plan, you better know what you're signing because I never signed a reunification plan. I never contracted with these assholes.
Okay. Yeah, I need to I need to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they're keeping you in the dark purposely. They're
Yeah,
they're,
yeah, they
they're
definitely are.
knowingly and intentionally keeping you in the dark.
Yeah.
And this person you said belongs to your church, the initial social worker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. She that's where I met her at. Um
Yeah, that's a conflict of interest.
And when you met
yeah.
her there, um, you were at the old place. Were you telling her about the problems you were having at the old place?
No, I had did a like we did a coat drive and uh the lady that I did the coat drive with happened to be her
What away?
girlfriend. And we took a picture on
Yeah.
Facebook, but she would always beat her up a lot. Like she would come to church like beat up. So she didn't really attend the church a lot. It was just her girlfriend with us in the church,
Now, when you say
but
beat her up, are you talking about verbally beating her up or physically beating her up?
no, physically, she would physically put her hands on her.
Oh,
And when after she saw
wow.
our photo on at the co-drive, like, like we would like I had my arm around her, she beat her up for that too. So uh I really haven't had much words with this lady, but I know that she didn't like me after that. So yeah, but
Because you said something to her for beating up the other person?
what'd you say?
Why didn't she like you? You said she didn't like you after
I don't know. I think
that.
she
What
was
did you
jealous of
do to like
anybody
you?
that talks to her. Anybody that talks to her, or anybody that like, and I was in a whole relationship of 9 years with my children's father. So that that wasn't my thing to swing that way. But we had just successfully completed the co-drive, and I was friendly with everybody. I didn't look at it like, I didn't know she had a big knot on her head. So she was always putting her hands on her girlfriend, but I stayed out of that. But
Find you here.
huh?
I hear background noise. I hear some background noise, Vinny, somewhere.
Yeah, that was us.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Try it again.
Yeah.
You said that she had a knot on her head. She had some kind of a knot on her head, you said?
Her girlfriend, anybody that spoke, or anybody that she was jealous of, or she would beat on the lady. She would put her hands on her. And we had did a coat drive for the homeless on T Street Southeast. We hanged out the coats. After we finished or whatever, we took a picture for Facebook. And I had my arm around her, and I was like, yeah, we did this like that. But yeah, so after that, she told me that she hit on her or whatever when I saw her the following Sunday. And everybody would talk about how crazy she was, but I just don't be paying. I really didn't pay it any mind, and I didn't think that I would see this lady again. And when I saw
And
her,
this
she
is
was
the
like, "It was
lady,
good to see you. Good to see you again,
and
Miss
this is the lady
Christian."
that's a social worker. This is the woman that's a
Yes,
social worker.
yes,
Okay.
this lady, yes, the social worker. She was the one that was beating on the lady I was at church with. That was her girlfriend. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. When I first saw her though, I did the thing online to try to get rid of her. It didn't work. Um, but
Have you talked to what about the pastor or the minister? Have you ever spoke to them?
I stopped going to the church altogether, and it was kind of like they felt like I was being uh I don't know. They didn't like kind of me leaving like that. You know.
There you go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put this up on the screen so you can read that. This is our buddy Nalar. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to like CPS and case law.
Oh, I was trying to screenshot it. Let me see. Okay. I need to did it screenshot? Yeah, it just did. Okay. I have it.
You got it?
Christopher. Yes, Christopher Naylor. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you all, because I don't know.
Right.
This is like a
Nalar. They're supposed to
nightmare.
be helping her get her children back, but instead they're keeping her from her kids. And this is a problem that we've all ran into across every state. And this is why on the 14th we are having, if you come back on the 14th, Christine, we are doing a special episode to Donald Trump on Valentine's Day to get our voices
That's
heard
awesome.
to our president.
Yes. Yes.
So if you have anything that you want to say to him, um, please email us at the email I gave you, cpsbhuntingjustice@gmail.com.
Okay.
And we will make sure that he gets that.
Okay. That that's awesome, y'all. Like, and I'm here in DC. I just wish I knew, what to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Well, I mean, if you wanna get if you want to after you get off cam, if you want to drop before we end the show, if you want to drop your email to Christy, Christy might be able to help you get you rolling a little bit. Um,
okay.
I know Christy myself. She's dealt with CPS cases quite a bit.
Okay.
Nalar is another one that you could probably talk to about case law because he knows all the facts about CPS and case law backed by that, as well as Gunner and Darren. So, I mean, we all have our quirks. Tiffany's more of our constitutional type. She will tell you your constitutional rights as a parent, which a lot of us have that information. So if you do need that, we do have that because
Okay.
you do have constitutional rights to your children.
Okay. Yes.
The 14th
Okay.
Amendment of the United States Constitution protects parents' liberty, interest, and care of their children. The right is considered fundamental and protected by due process. And it sounds to me like they have violated your due process all the way across.
Yeah, definitely. And in different ways. Like I was just trying to like just, get to I skipped over a lot of stuff, but I know that they definitely have. Like I know that they definitely have.
I'm just curious. How did you find us?
Uh well I've been researching stuff and I was watching y'all show and I was trying to understand like because I guess like me coming in on when I do get online, I be sometimes confused too. I was diagnosed with ADD um
Yep,
and
I know how
depression.
that is. I have ADD and ADHD, so I'm right there with you. I get you. I
Yeah, so
understand.
So,
I be confused sometimes, but I take
so
my
you didn't.
Adderall and stuff.
You
But
were,
I'm not,
so,
I don't know. But
so you said you were researching.
yeah, like
What you
I
were well on
researched.
Facebook or something? How did you find us?
Yeah, like I researched like CPS cases, CPS court cases, like CPS harassment, stuff like that. And I subscribed to y'all a while ago. I started like seeing the notifications, but it would be like just music playing when I would get on here. So
Yeah, we
I
usually
said,
when we have the music going, um,
uh,
usually we start this show is at 10:15, but we have shows like I said all during the day. We have Bring Back Brenda. We have Turn the Page with Kim Page. We have Gunning for CPS, which is on Sundays. Um, my show is twice a week, where I talk about CPS in more of a discussion form. Um, and I kind of give out information to help you guys. Um, so that's during the week as well. And we have Tiff and the Punisher. That's a great show that you might want to subscribe to. You can
mm,
just type in Tiff and the Punisher at CPS Breaking News, and you'll find them, or go through the videos, and you'll see through the videos on Breaking News all of our different shows that we have.
okay.
So you did hit the subscribe button. Am I correct?
Uh,
Yeah, so they should show up
You
under
hit the
your.
subscribe button on Facebook.
what'd you say?
She hit it on
You said
YouTube.
you hit this. You said you hit the subscribe button.
Mm,
Yeah, she subscribed on.
Okay, good.
She
So
subscribed on YouTube.
so yeah, I understand. So when the shows come on, like Vinny was saying, they'll pop up that the show's on. Now, to address your concern about the music, when you come on and you hear the music, that is the beginning of the show. It
okay.
may be for 5 or 6 minutes of music and stuff, but stay on.
Okay.
When you hear that music, just stay
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
You have to stay on with the music, okay?
Okay.
That's like the music. That's the music. I understand. That's the music that's on in front of the show. That means the show is getting ready to start. So you hear that music. That means you're good. You're good. That means that the show is going to start.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just have to stay with it.
Okay. I
All
got
right.
it.
So
You probably hang up when you see the music, and you probably leave. I know, but don't leave. Don't leave. Just stay there. Listen to the music, and whatever show is coming on, it's going to come on right after the music.
so guys, I'm gonna cut the show a little short tonight, because I do want to dig into this file a little bit that I just received, and go over some of this information that I got from the courts. Try to find this document I'm looking for, because it is really important that I find this document and get this document out. My case is lingering, and I need to end this shit quick.
Mhm.
So we usually end with last words, Christine. Basically, what last words is like the thought of, what you want to say to other families out there, or whatever you want to say, really.
Mhm.
But if you want to do last words with us, you're welcome to. If not, you're welcome to drop off and send the email to Christy down there in the box.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I would like to do last words with you guys.
All right, then I'll let you start. We were lucky to have you on the show, so you get first dibs. What's your last words?
Uh, so, um, if any of you guys are fighting to try to bring your families back together like me, and like all of us, and don't be afraid to reach out. Don't give up. Don't stop trying. Um, hang in there. I pray. And if any of them CPS monsters are watching, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Like just destroying families like that and hurting children. But I wish everybody the best, and I pray that we all have a blessed and right and wonderful outcome, and we can stick together and just try to fight. And anything that I can do to help anybody, like I'm willing to do, you know. So, and I'm glad I found you guys. I really appreciate you all so much.
Well,
Cause I
we'll be glad to
yeah,
have you back. Like I said, um, the show's tomorrow. Just so you know, we have a main show that we do. It usually starts about 3 o'clock p.m.
okay,
And then following that is a 7 o'clock, 7:15 is when I usually start my show, Eastern's time. Um, and I welcome all in to talk. Herbert sometimes joins me. Um, and me, Darren, and the Angry Citizen host the main show. So you're welcome to join in and listen on that. We always have a lot to discuss. So
okay.
just keep that in mind. There are other shows that you can watch and learn from.
I will tune in. I really appreciate you all. It's hard,
Not a-
like, and this my last thing, like, especially like when you assaulted like that. I was assaulted and tortured, but my whole thing was to protect my children and not let them men go up the steps and hurt my kids. But it's like after you, sometimes they feel like something has been taken from you, and then to turn around and keep fighting, and for somebody to just come and snatch your children away, like without good reason, that it's a terrible feeling. So thank
Well,
you all.
Naylor said, make sure you please rewatch the show, which after we're done broadcasting, it will go out. It takes a little bit before it rebroadcast it, but you can rewatch it and get his comments because he put a bunch of information in there to help you.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
thank you
you.
for that, Naylor. I appreciate you, brother. Herbert, last words.
My last words is uh, basically, whew, boy, I tell you, listening to this young lady, it's heartbreaking because she didn't do anything wrong from what I'm hearing. And they just arbitrarily set her up. I mean, she was set up from the church. And then decided to take her children away. So it has nothing to do with the police knocking at the door or the CPS personnel coming to the door. It has to do with you got to watch who you associate with. So you got to be careful with the people you associate with, become friends with. And right now, we learned that even at the church level, they got people in CPS in there that's going to take your kids. So with that said, you got to keep your own counsel. You got to not tell people your business or anything like that so they can get in. Don't even invite them to your home like this young lady did. Don't even bring them to your house because all they want to do is mess things up. So be extremely careful with who you associate with because you don't know what their intentions are. That's my last words.
And what else? You're missing something.
You know better, you would do better. Please come to your door, and if they don't have a warrant, don't let them in. CPS don't have a warrant, don't let them in. And like I said, I hope that we can help this young lady out because her situation is it's nothing on you. What I'm trying to say is it's a straightforward steal, a straightforward just rip off of a child. It's very straightforward right there.
I agree, Mr. Herbert. I agree fully. All right, you guys. My last words are going to be this tonight. Keep fighting. Never give up. We are all in this together. We all need to stick by each other. We all need to get our voices heard, no matter where it is, no matter if it's to Mr. Trump or on platforms, on our Facebooks, TikToks, Instagram. We all need to start speaking up and getting our voices heard. Whether you are afraid to put it out there because CPS has threatened you or the judges have threatened you, the judge cannot silence you or gag you. That goes against your First Amendment right of freedom of speech, and they can be held accountable for that. So with that said, I'm Vinny. This is CPS Victims Hunting Justice.
Vinny, I just got one question. Hey, Vinny, before you just cut it off, I got a question. Lovebug, your Lovebug 2013. Lovebug 2013, is that you in Facebook also?
No, it's Ina Christian. My
Okay.
INA and Christian.
Ina, E-N?
No, Ina, INA and space
Okay.
and then it's Christian. CHRIS.
Yeah. Ina, I-N-A. So it's I-N-A, and last name is Christian?
No, just INA, Ina.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Christina.
Christian.
Oh,
Christian, right.
CHRISTIAN.
Okay, very good. I'll find you.
Thank you. I'm gonna send you guys my information.
All right. That'll be great.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
You have a great night. Everyone, have a great night, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
Take care.
Our courts are contaminated with young, inexperienced caseworkers and polluted with bribes, high-priced bonuses for speedy adoption of terminated parents, and judges who don't practice law with the Constitution in their sights. This is a problem.
They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with that out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division is what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem. Stealing our kids, it's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost due to them. We need to fight for the family, make making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with dad out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division, that's what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem, stealing our kids. It's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again.